Back, and now we're going to try to continue with 11.4, and I want to explain to you on the worksheet part C. I would just explain each one for you on how to evaluate the expression. Okay, so basically remember the idea is that if you are given exponent, try to rewrite it as logarithm, and vice versa. If you were given logarithm, rewrite it as exponent. Okay, so the first few ones are pretty straightforward and should be easy for you, but then it gets trickier, so hopefully my explanation will make sense to you. So the first one asks you what's log base 7 of 1. So what does that equal to? So what I want you to think about, since it's logarithm, change it into exponent. So what does this mean in exponent? The 7 is your base. Remember, this other side is your exponent. And 7 to what power is equal to 1, right? So that means that, well, 7 to the 0 power is equal to 1. So the answer here is 0. Okay? Then let's do the second one. Log base 6 of 1 over 6. What does that equal to? Well, let's first write this as exponent first, or actually if you want to think of it this way, again, what does that equal to? This is logarithm, change it into exponent. 6 to what power is equal to 1 over 6. Now remember, 1 over 6 is just 6 to the negative 1 power. So the answer shall be negative 1. So the answer here is negative 1. Make sense? Let's do number 3. Log base 5 of 5. What does that equal to? Again, change it into exponent. This is your base. What power is give you 5? And you can see that 5 to the 1 power is equal to 5. So log base 5 of 5 is equal to 1. Let's do number 4. Log base 3 of 1 over square root of 3. What does that equal to? Now, first thing I want to do is change this looking like a power. So if you recall, that is 3 to the 1/2, right? And that also means that it is 3 to the negative 1/2 if we would bring it up to the exponent part. So essentially, this is asking you, right? Remember, they're saying, what does this equal to? Change it into exponent. 3 to what power is equal to 3 to the negative 1/2? So then the question mark would just be negative 1/2. So this is negative 1/2, which is the answer here. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's the idea, is to just be able to recognize, what each one is. Do you want to write it as exponent, or do you want to write it as logarithm? Number 5, log base 7 of 7 to the 3rd. What does that equal to? Now here again it's in logarithm. Let's change it into exponent. There's your base, right? 7 to what power is equal to 7 to the 3rd power? What does the question mark equal to? That would just equal to 3. So here. Number 6, we have 10 to log of 4 is equal to what? Here I want you to think about this is given to you as exponent. Remember, this is 10 is the base, and this is the exponent power. And what does that equal to? Now I want to remind you something a little easier so that you remember how to look at this. Okay, so remember that, for example, if I say 10 to some power is equal to something else, how do you rewrite this? This means log, right? Base 10, but we don't write 10 of 6 is equal to that exponent, right? So I want you to look at this part as the x part. Yeah, does it make sense? So then if I were to rewrite this, right, how would I rewrite this? That means log oh, sorry guys, base 10, right? So let me go back. Oops, sorry guys. Let me see if I can go back to where I was. Um,